All right, Jules, let's play director of football
Okay.
at Real Madrid because like they can look across town at Atleti and say, yeah, we're behind them. But equally, Atleti, you've got major financial issues, as we know.
Yeah.
They can look across the country to Barcelona and go, ha, 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 right? But, you know, it's a little bit like being the tallest of the seven dwarves in Snow White. How do they get out of this? I mean, is this the Modric, for example, has played really well. Do you extend him? He's been talking to them.
Yeah.
Sergio Ramos, and you know because obviously somebody linked him to Tottenham last. Did you see this?
Yeah, I saw. Yeah.
And I'm like wondering, okay, I mean, stranger things have happened.
Yeah, of course.
Does Sergio Ramos really want to team up with his BFF?
I know.
Jose Mourinho again?
Can you just imagine?
I mean, what should the priority be?
So I think Modric would get a 1-year extension, which is the rule, by the way, when you're over 30 at that club, like in many other clubs, where you just get 1+1+1 because...
Many other clubs, but not...
Okay, but not Arsenal, that's what you mean? Yeah, of course.
Sorry. You kind of gave me the alley-oop there. Okay, fine.
The problem with Sergio Ramos is that he wants a 2-year deal, and he also wants a pay rise when he's already on a lot of money. But according to report, he wants 15 million net a year, which is a lot of money when you're 34, 35, plus the 2-year deal. So I don't know if this one...
Somebody explained to him that he's not going to get that anywhere else?
No, well, unless
he
him
goes to China,
and his
right?
brother, who's looking after him and
Rene?
his interest, Rene, believe so, or maybe they know already. So I don't know, but you're right. I don't know who, even Thiago Silva. And okay, I'm not comparing Thiago Silva to Sergio Ramos, but Thiago Silva got a 1+1 year deal at Chelsea.
Yeah, it's got to be a 1+1.
This is what happens. But so this one might be a bit more tricky for Real Madrid to do. But right now, the only thing they can do is extend those deals. You extend Modric, you extend Sergio Ramos, you extend Casemiro. That's what you look at, because I just don't think financially they've got the money to go and replace them. If Sergio Ramos leaves, what do? Well, you can't play with Eder Militao or Nacho with Varane. This is not Real Madrid. You can't stand them. So you need to go and buy someone, right?
I think what you do is you quietly see, all right, who are my saleable assets, right? I always talk about this, right? Who are people that we can go and we can raise money with?
Yeah.
You'll get money for Rodrygo. You'll get money for Vinicius.
Yeah, but
You'll get money for Valverde.
Do you want to get rid of them? Do you want to sell them?
Honestly, of those three, I don't think you want to lose Valverde, also because of the position he plays. Oh, and you'll get money for Odegaard, right?
Yeah.
Of those four, I think you have to look at that and say, okay, we've evaluated Rodrygo and Vinicius long enough, right? One of these two guys is going to make it. One of these guys is not.
Yeah.
And you make a decision. And then if you can get 30, 40 million, and of course, because it's Real Madrid, you put the recompra in, then you bite the bullet and you do that. And then with that money, you get another central defender, perhaps, or another midfielder, or something like that. If you want to start putting all your money away, hiding it to make that big Kylian Mbappe bid in a year's time, well, then you move to or Erling Haaland or whatever. Then you move towards that. But I think you have to start thinking in those terms. I think you can probably get some money for Asensio too.
Yeah, maybe.
Isco, I'm not so sure. I think Isco might need to be a Gareth Bale loan situation.
Yeah,
but the problem is always these guys make a ton of money, and they're difficult to shift. It's something that everybody across Europe is facing right now. But I think you have to bite the bullet on that.
Yeah, because there's also the Karim Benzema situation where he turned 33. He's turned 33 at the end of this month. He's 33 now. He's obviously still
and you'll get
amazing.
some money for Jovic.
Yeah, but what do you do after Benzema? Benzema is not going to play at that level forever. So he's got maybe...
You get another year and then Mbappe comes and you're sorted. Or home.
So I said on Monday, I don't think right now Real Madrid can afford Kylian Mbappe. I don't think they have 200 or 250 million euros, because that's the package that it will cost you between the transfer fee, his wages, the commissions, and etc. I don't think they've got that money right now to do him in the summer. And again, like you rightly mentioned on the show last night on ESPN FC, would you really want to spend all that money on one player when you clearly need, you clearly could do with 2 or 3 in different positions? How would you spread that money? Or would you go for Kylian this summer because you think that he's the answer right now?
I genuinely don't know what the answers are. This is way above my pay grade, and this is where I think we're fortunate that we get to be in the media and we get to criticize and evaluate the decisions because these are really difficult decisions to make. And that's because this is not. Sometimes we criticize people who make dumb decisions, like say, "Oh, do I want to go back to Arsenal?" No, I'll leave that. No, but or the way Inter's been run the last couple of years, really short-termist, right? You can argue maybe Real Madrid were short-termist before, perhaps. But obviously they couldn't have predicted Eden Hazard would be injured the way he has been, right? But now they really face difficult decisions. And you can easily see the pros and cons of both because there's also an argument, hey, look, if I'm Real Madrid, I look around Europe and I say, everybody's got major problems, right? Even Bayern Munich.
Yeah.
How old is Robert Lewandowski's in his 30s now? He's 32,
yeah.
Right? So maybe this is a time for me to double down. Maybe this is a time for me to do what Chelsea did in the summer, spend a little more, and in a couple years I'll have all these assets. So there's pros and cons to everything. This is a really, really tough one. I think it requires more forensic examination, and listeners, will bring it to you in the new year.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.